Knuckles the Echidna first appeared in 1994's Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and has been a staple in Sonic's universe ever since. It's easy to see why. He's ridiculously cool. Fans like him so much that there's even been ROM hacks of the original Sonic game online, featuring Knuckles rather than the blue hedgehog. So naturally, a character this popular is bound to have a few different versions of himself pop up. If you guys are familiar with our sister channel Top 10 Nerd, you're probably no stranger to our alternate versions lists. These alternates on this list are from both the games and the comics. So let's give Knuckles the alternate treatment and count down the top 10 alternate versions of Knuckles. Knuckles! And at number 10 is Knuckle-zilla. Starting off our list with one of the versions of Knuckles that deviates a lot from the original, meet Knuckle-zilla. Like Godzilla but Knuckles. And actually not a dinosaur, more like a kraken, actually. Anyway, Knuckle-zilla is from an alternate version of Mobius, where Chaos Emerald radiation mutates and disfigures him. He becomes Knuckle-zilla and starts to terrorize civilians. Luckily, he's defeated by Sonic, when Sonic pilots the giant Robotno and fights him. We kinda need to see him as a giant tentacle monster. Up next, number 9 is Knutson. Here we have a parody of a character from Gatchaman called Knutson. So Science Ninja Team Gatchaman is a Japanese superhero team from an anime created in 1972. And if I'm mispronouncing the name wrong, I am eternally sorry. Knutson is a parody of Joe, and the alternate reality that Knutson is from is a parody of Gatchaman itself, called the Sentai Zone. The team in this alternate reality is called Sonica Chaos Ninja Team, who fights against Salictor, aka the alternate of Sally Acorn. Up next, number 8 is Sinbad. From the Arabian Nights Zone, this alternate is a brave pirate adventurer who helps Sonic fight Erasur Djinn, who is a sinister genie trying to take over and rule the Arabian Nights Zone. Based on the character of the same name from the novel 1001 Arabian Nights, Sinbad appears in the Nintendo Wii game Sonic and the Secret Rings. Up next, number 7 is Lieutenant Knuckles. Knuckles is known for being hot-headed but also honorable, and he's always fighting to do the right thing, even when he's manipulated into doing what he thinks is right. This alternate version of him, Lieutenant Knuckles, takes this to a whole other level by being the leader of a group called the Echidna Enforcers. From the Litigopolis Zone, a city dedicated to law and order, the Echidna Enforcers are the equivalent to the Dark Legion, and also share many equality to the Echidna security team. Anyway, Lieutenant Knuckles mistook Sonic for Anti-Sonic and tried to arrest him, but failed to do so when he was knocked out by Sally McAcorn. And at number 6 is Knuckles, with a Z, and this guy is Knuckles' No Zone counterpart. And here's the fun weird part about it. No one has ever seen what Knuckles looks like. He's the one no-zone inhabitant that's been mentioned in official Sonic media in text, but has no image. Or rather, no images have been produced of the character, despite being one of the Zone Cops. If you're unfamiliar with who the Zone Cops are, they're essentially the police that patrol all of the zones in the multiverse. While we may not have an actual image to run with for Knuckles, take a look at Sonic's counterpart, Sonic, which is much easier to pronounce than Knuckles. Knuckles, Snuggles, Snuggles. Up next, number 5 is Sonic Boom Zone Knuckles. Not to be confused with the Sonic Boom of record store fame in Toronto. The Sonic Boom Zone Knuckles is an alternate reality where he, Sonic, and co. all reside on the tropical island of Bygone Island, because it's an island. This Knuckles is, well, he isn't necessarily the sharpest tool in the shed, or the sharpest knuckle spike in the multiverse, perhaps. No? Pun doesn't really work? Yeah, that's fine, it was a long shot. Anyway, this Knuckles is known for his lack of intelligence, and general slowness. Of the mind, that is. That being said, he's incredibly loyal to his friends and teammates. Physically, this Knuckles has got some subtle but important differences. He's taller and more muscular than the regular Knuckles, with many noting the similarities to Thrash the Devil. He also has hand wraps on, and wraps on his lower legs too. And at number 4 is Tuxedo Knucks. Take one guess who this is a parody of.
I am Tuxedo Mask.
If you thought of Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon, you're spot on. Not that it was that difficult to assume though, because let's be honest, he's like wearing the exact same thing, and the name isn't that far off. Tuxedo Knucks is from the Luna Zone, and he pursues Ivana Robotina when she escapes their zone and attacks Mobius Prime. Knucks, Sally Moon, and Chibi Rose chase after Robotina, who Knucks manages to subdue with one of his roses, returning to the Luna Zone afterwards. Of course, after making Sonic uncomfortable, that is. Many feel that having Knuckles assume the role of Tuxedo Knucks was for a comedic effect, considering Sonic's feelings towards Sally, and the fact that he and Knuckles are, rivals. Knuckles taking his girl. And at number 3 is O'Knucks. Dresses like a Scot, but talks with an Irish accent. Also known as Anti-Knuckles, the overseer of Demon Island, O'Knucks went head to head with the OG Knuckles, and the two couldn't be any different. O'Knucks is a total pacifist. He doesn't like to use violence, and only uses it as a last resort. So back to that fighting Knuckles situation. He was tricked by evil Sonic into aiding in the theft of the Chaos Emeralds from Mobius Prime's floating island. This eventually left him in a situation where he had to battle Knuckles, first on Mobius Prime and then on Anti-Mobius, which resulted in him forfeiting the fight because he didn't think violence was the answer. Knuckles was like, dude, that's messed up. saving your home should be worth fighting for, hello. But despite that, Knuckles ends up helping Knucks, trying to find out why his home on Sunken Island is losing all of its oxygen. Now flash forward a little bit. Eventually Knucks would be defeated by Scourge during his takeover of Mobius, where he was spared because Scourge wanted him to grovel beneath him. Fun. Up next at number 2 is Light Mobius, aka Cowboy Knuckles, from an alternate future timeline. So this version of Knuckles defeated Dr. Eggman when he turned into his Chaos Knuckles form, and in the aftermath decided he would try to recreate Mobius the way that he thought it should be structured. This is where Sonic gets involved, busts out an alien device that rids Knuckles of all of his newfound powers, and results in him losing an eye. So as you can imagine, this starts an age-old rivalry that only detours when he and Sonic must team up to save Mobius. Twice. Still hot-headed and aggressive, he's a bit wiser than the Knuckles we've grown to love, and with age has learned how to control his temper better. Plus he's also a dad. And finally, in our number 1 spot is Dark Mobius. The flip side of that one. Dark Mobius is also from a possible future in an alternate timeline, and he was a guardian who had become corrupted with chaos power, turning him into an incarnation of Enerjack, who is also known as Dark Enerjack. He conquered the planet, extracts cores from his victims, and then eventually got bored of ruling the world. So naturally he upped his game and started trying to control other alternate realities, as one does when you're trying to up your villain cred. Anyway, it doesn't go as planned for Enerjack when he crosses paths with Silver the Hedgehog, a time traveler, and the two duke it out. I mean, despite all that villainy, he does look really cool though, as long as we can all agree on that. There we have it, friends. Alternates of Knuckles. Who's your favorite? Are you guys big fans of the Sonic comics? Let us know in those comments below. We always love hearing from you. And hey, speaking of comics, if you guys really love comic books, you should head on over to our other sister channel, Top 10 Nerd, where we talk about mainly comics. Some Harry Potter. It's a variation. But for now, if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe button. And as always, I've been Kelly Pally, and this has been Top 10 Gaming. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.